All right, this is Tanner Rainbolt, AEP 855, Module 4, talking about KESA. Just going through all those rubrics on the KSDE websites, just kind of an analyzing where we're at as a school. I work at Wheat Ridge Middle School in Gardner, Kansas. We really are just beginning to implement this entire KESA process. Breaking down, what we went through, my principal and I, when it comes to relationships. I think that we do a really good job of this for the most part. I think this was our strongest, category. When it comes to component one, staff, this was our best one, I believe. We were modeling component. Let's see, 2, 3, 4. We were transitioning in all of those. So again, I think relationships was our strongest piece. For responsive culture, we were basically transitioning in all but one. The only one, component 4, nutrition and wellness, we were implementing. I think that was our weakest point for responsive culture. When it comes to rigor, we were about half and half here. Component 1 and component 4, so career and technical education and data, we were implementing on both of those. And for component 2 and component 3, professional learning and resources, we were transitioning on these. When it comes to relevance, I think this really was our most area of growth. For component 1, 2, 3, 4, we were implementing on all of those. So that relevance piece is something that we'll look forward to improving on. When it comes to my principal's leadership style, for sure, I think it's democratic leadership. He involves others. He takes staff input into consideration. He's formed a leadership team, so he takes one member from each grade level that represents their team, an elective team, which I'm the leader for that. We meet once a month after school, and he honestly, we're part of the decision-making process when it comes to our school. And I'm also part of the building integration team. We are meeting once a month to actually go over this KESA process as a school district. So my school, along with the 11 others in our school district, meet once a month, and our district office staff, is kind of training us on going through this entire KESA process. So this definitely isn't the first time I've seen this stuff, and it won't be the last. For myself, if I were to be the administrator at this school, 2 things I would improve on would be under the relevance piece. The first one is curriculum. Just having more resources and providing more professional learning. And the second piece on there is technology, more professional learning and practice. So for curriculum and resources, just having more, workshops or different things, bringing outside people in to help us with our curriculum to improve that, to just get more knowledge for each individual teacher. In fact, for technology, again, same type of thing, bring outside people in, show us different apps, different programs that we can use, and just have time to practice. Relating that back to the standards, for standard 4, rigorous systems of curriculum and instruction, the big thing here was just the effective use of technology, just making sure that we are using technology in our classroom as much as possible to enhance student learning and making sure it's effective. And we're not wasting our time when it comes to that. For standard number 6, the big thing here is develop teachers and staff members' professional knowledge, which I talked about, bringing outside people in to help us become better educators. And for standard 7, professional community, for teachers and staff, the big thing here is to provide opportunities for collaborative practice and learning. Just being able to work with different teachers. One thing that we could do would be go out to different districts and see what other PE teachers, for example, were doing in Olathe or Shawnee Mission, or, what an art teacher would be doing in DeSoto, things like that. So that was really the main topics that we kind of talked about. So we're, again, working on the KESA process and trying to get that implemented. So thanks.